BTS to headline HYBE's monumental 2025 festival. But what are they really planning? Seoul, South Korea, July 2025, it's official. The moment armies around the world have been quietly praying for is finally taking form, but in a way no one quite expected. In a surprise press statement released earlier today, HYBE Corporation confirmed that it will host a global music festival this October in Seoul, one that the company is calling its most ambitious event ever. But what shook the industry wasn't just the size or the scale of the announcement. It was the final sentence in the release that sent fans into a frenzy. BTS will close the main stage. Yes, you read that right. BTS, all 7 members, now fully returned from military enlistment, will perform live as the headliners of HYBE's first full-scale label-wide music festival in over 4 years. And while HYBE didn't give away too much, they did confirm one more bombshell. BTS will present a never-before-heard track from their upcoming 2026 comeback album. Just those 2 lines were enough to send social media into a total meltdown. Within minutes, hashtags like #BTS back on stage, #HYBE Festival 2025, and #Chapter 2 begins took over Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. But underneath all the celebration, a question began to circulate quietly, the kind that gives you goosebumps. Is this just a festival or the start of something far bigger? Dubbed internally as HYBE Unity 2025, this festival isn't just another company concert. Sources close to HYBE have revealed that the event will span 2 full days at Seoul's Jamsil Olympic Stadium, with over 120,000 attendees expected in person, and millions more tuning in through a live international broadcast that will include exclusive backstage access, multilingual commentary, and pre-recorded artist segments from around the globe. This isn't just a showcase. It's a stage to reintroduce a global superpower. This is not a reunion, one HYBE staffer told Korean outlet Dispatch. It's a statement. But the biggest question on every fan's mind right now isn't if BTS will perform, it's what they'll perform. According to whispers inside the company, BTS is currently deep in the studio in Los Angeles and Seoul, recording a full-length comeback album that's already being described as a complete redefinition of their sound. So when HYBE confirmed that BTS would debut a new track at the October event, speculation erupted. Is this the lead single from their 2026 album? Will there be a pre-release digital drop immediately after the performance? Is this performance a testing ground for an eventual world tour? One fan tweet that has now been shared over 80,000 times reads, "What if October 2025 isn't just a concert? What if it's BTS Chapter 2 live?" With all 7 members finally discharged and standing together on stage, this festival isn't just symbolic, it's historical. This will mark their first full official group performance since 2022, excluding military-related content and online reunions. The emotional weight is already overwhelming for fans, especially those who followed the group through the uncertainties of solo schedules, military silence, and the looming question of if the group would ever come together again in this way. Now, there's no more doubt. For months, BTS fans around the world had been watching, waiting, and wondering, with each member gradually completing military service. Jin in June 2024, J-Hope in September, followed by RM, Jimin, V, and Jungkook through the first half of 2025. The question lingering in every ARMY's heart was simple, but massive. When would BTS finally return as 7? Until now, that question was met only with silence. Occasional updates, scattered social media posts, a few cryptic live streams, but never confirmation, never a promise. And then, HYBE dropped a bomb, the announcement of a full-scale, 2-day festival with BTS headlining wasn't just an event promotion. It was a signal flare, a moment of impact, a message written not in press releases but in history. They're back, not as soloists, not as individuals, but as BTS. The announcement came at just the right time. Post-military discharge emotions were still fresh. Hope had returned, but nerves hadn't settled. The fandom was searching for solid ground, and this festival became that anchor. In Seoul, Hundreds of fans spontaneously gathered outside HYBE in sight within hours of the news, holding banners that hadn't been used in years. Forever 7. BTS is coming. The wait was worth it. On social media, armies from around the world posted reaction videos, many of them in tears, echoing the same overwhelming mix of joy, relief, and disbelief. I didn't think I'd live to see this day. This is our new era. The chapter we've been dreaming about is finally opening. Within 24 hours, fan bases in Japan, Brazil, and the US had already launched coordinated support projects. LED billboard takeovers, subway ads, charity drives in BTS's name, all building toward the October event. TikTok exploded with edits of past festas and emotional montages of BTS through the years, layered with voiceovers whispering one haunting phrase: "The Kings are coming home." If you look closely, this moment didn't come out of nowhere. HYBE has been planting clues for months. In March 2025, a mysterious post on the HYBE label's YouTube channel featured 7 golds on a black background. No description, no title, but fans immediately linked the dots to each BTS member. During Festa 2025, several armies noted the sudden appearance of a 7 motif in the merchandise design, subtly embedded in album photo cards, lanyards, and even drink cups at pop-up stores. And in June, a marketing deck allegedly leaked from HYBE USA included a line item called Project Horizon, October 25, BTS. All the signs were there, but no one dared to believe. Not until now. One of the biggest mysteries hanging in the air is what exactly BTS will perform during the festival. Will it be classic hits like Spring Day or Dynamite? Will they revisit Yet to Come? Or, as many hope, will they take this moment to unveil something entirely new? HYBE has confirmed one thing: BTS will perform at least one unreleased track from their upcoming 2026 comeback album. Rumors are flying that this new track may not only reflect BTS's growth over the past 2 years, but also act as the spiritual bridge between their pre-military work and what comes next. Some fans have even begun circulating a possible title: Awakened, allegedly overheard during a studio tour in Los Angeles. Though HYBE has not confirmed any of these reports, what is certain: whatever they debut will be a defining moment in their career. Somewhere behind a nondescript roll-up door in Burbank, California, a beat is thumping hard enough to rattle the asphalt. No shiny, no welcome mat. Just a plain white delivery truck that arrives every afternoon at 4, offloading black flight cases stamped BTS KSVLA 0725. Neighbors have begun to notice. One claims she heard 7 voices harmonizing over an unfamiliar hook that repeated the English phrase, "You called, we answered." Another swears she saw Jungkook step outside for fresh air, gauged lip ring glinting in the sunset before a manager hustled him back inside. Every shred of intel corroborates a single chilling fact: BTS is already drilling their October set list in total secrecy. Studio insiders hint that the group has booked the space through mid-September under an alias production name, Horizon Brothers LLC, matching that leaked HYBE line item. Rumor has it the rehearsal footage is being captured by an IMEX-certified crew. Whether for future concert film or a global live stream trailer, no one can say. If the whispers hold, fans aren't just getting a comeback stage. They're getting a cinematic event engineered for maximum global impact. The festival announcement didn't merely trend, it ricocheted through the financial world. HYBE stock spiked 9% in after hours trading the same evening, adding an estimated 1.3 trillion Korean wons to its market cap. Korean Airlines logged a sudden 12% surge in October flight searches to Seoul. Hotels in Jamsil sold out premium suites within 48 hours. Even local cafes near Olympic Stadium reported bulk reservations from international fan clubs planning watch and cheer gatherings. Economists now refer to the ripple effect as the army multiplier. For every dollar BTS generates in direct ticket or merch sales, $2 more emerge in travel, food, retail, and digital streaming. City planners are quietly expanding subway service windows and testing crowd flow simulations normally reserved for the Olympics. All of this before a single note of new music has officially dropped. HYBE's teaser campaign is masterclass minimalism. Just one poster, a muted indigo gradient pierced by 7 vertical beams converging into a single white horizon line. No faces, no logo, only a date, OCT252025, and a 3-word tag, begin again together. Graphic design analysts point out a subtle texture overlay that matches the grain of the map of the soul, one era, yet the color palette mirrors the earth tones of B. Is the band bridging their past with a slicker, more mature future? Fashion insiders claim stylists have pulled archival Tom Brown uniforms, avant-garde Rick Owens leather, and custom hanbok silhouettes in deep neutral tones. One London tailor, speaking on background, says he shipped 7 tailored trench coats, each lined in a different shade of purple. Fans are already scavenging Pantone charts, matching hex codes, and drafting mood boards in an attempt to decode the concept. But no amount of detective work answers the biggest puzzle. How do you visually define an era that promises to rewrite a decade of pop culture?